Don't give up on yourself. I feel like a lot of us tend to do this as we start to meet others who are, quote, better than we are. You don't even realize it either until you try to work on something but feel like it's not good enough. But why is it not good enough? It's because you feel like it doesn't compare to everyone around you. Your work starts turning into something you're proud of to something you can't even put out into the world because you deemed it outclassed. I know I've been there. For the longest of time, I've wanted to release music, and I did when I was a freshman in high school, but when I got to college and met everyone there, I started to become so self-conscious of my own abilities because I felt like I couldn't compare. And once you start feeling that way, you kind of box yourself like a fish. You slowly start to become so self-conscious and overthink everything to the point that you don't give yourself any credit or see anything as a win. Your whole mentality changes slowly and you start to progressively give up on yourself and become insecure. You find ways to make excuses of why you aren't good enough or why you shouldn't try any harder. That it doesn't matter what you do because it's never going to live up to the work of others. And some people are able to get out of this trap, They use it as fuel to prove themselves wrong and see others as a challenge to overcome. But the majority of people, myself included, stay stuck in this mindset. It's almost like we become obsessed about ourselves in a way. We always try to figure out what we need to improve and how to improve, but the cycle doesn't really lead to any productivity. We are so focused on getting it right and becoming better that in a way it's counterproductive because we don't ever let ourselves grow through trial and error. And you might be thinking, well, if I'm constantly thinking about myself and how to get better, how is it that I'm giving up? That's a good question. But it's the fact that you aren't following through with anything. Everything seems unreachable, like a race with no finish line. No matter how much you improve, you don't ever feel good enough, so you never follow through and ideas just fade away. For example, you could have the idea of starting a YouTube channel and have the idea of, I want it this way and the videos are going to be structured like this. But once you start researching and looking at other videos or start to put a video together, you start to rethink everything because the quality isn't as good as what you've seen. You automatically put yourself down and give up because how can your video be as good as the ones with thousands of views? You start just to stop instantly after you're so close to the finish line because the voice is telling you it's not good enough. You're not good enough. Then the cycle continues for every idea you think less and less of yourself. You make excuses of why others are doing better than you and that you don't have the same skills they do and you never try. And it's funny because all this pressure you've built is purely yours alone. You're in a constant battle with yourself and no one else is telling you you're bad or you suck. In fact, I'm pretty sure people have supported and complimented your work, but you're so caught up on it's not good enough you can't appreciate all the hard work you went through. You're already thinking, how do I be better or what could I have done better? The only thing that you can do better is to start believing in yourself again. In this world, there will always be someone better than you at something, but that doesn't mean you aren't good enough. You have the skills and determination for what it takes. You just need to start realizing that and stop making excuses that no matter what, it isn't enough. Everything that you do is enough, and just because it might take you a little longer, or maybe at the beginning you mess up compared to others, it doesn't mean you should give up. Be kind to yourself. There are people in this world and in your life that believe in you and recognize all the good work you do. You just need to be one of those people and see the true potential of yourself. You can do anything you set your mind to, so why set it on sabotaging yourself? It doesn't matter what anyone else does around you. No matter how hard, believe in yourself and your abilities. There's a chance someone is comparing themselves to you and wishing they could be better too. Thank you for listening, and if this applies to you or if you were able to get something out of it, let me know down in the comments. Also, if you like this type of content, consider liking and subscribing. I would greatly appreciate it, and I'll talk to you soon.